It all started in 1925. The International Exhibition of Modern Decorative and Industrial Arts showcased a new design style that breathed excess, sophistication, and wealth. Think Great Gatsby, the Roaring Twenties, a lavish display of wealth with over-the-top ornamentation and limitless production means. Inspired in part by Aztec and Egyptian art, it was a mix of zigzag modernism, angular and geometric patterns, and symmetries. The more streamlined the shape, the more pleasing it was to the eye. It quickly took over cityscapes, theaters, office buildings, government headquarters, industrial complexes, schools. This is the story of Art Deco. For many years, no one really had a name for it, spoken about either as Art Moderne or in relation to Art Nouveau. Art Deco was an art and design movement that escaped denomination. It wasn't until 1968 that the British art critic Bevis Hillier coined the term. In architecture, it developed in tandem with new zoning laws that led to the construction of skyscrapers. This gave us the most iconic Art Deco buildings of the 20th century: Shreve, Lamb & Harmon's Empire State Building in New York City, William Van Allen's Chrysler Building in New York City, Holabird and Root's Chicago Board of Trade Building, and Edward Durlstone and Donald Deskey's Radio City Music Hall in New York City. It also gave us some famous art, like French artists Paul Collin and Jean Carlou's famous poster aesthetic. The Art Deco style was applied to all aspects of design: furniture, jewelry, textiles, fashion and industrial design, and architecture. Starting with the Great Depression and moving into World War II, the mood of the country changed. People felt that Art Deco's flashiness was out of place. In the 1960s, artists started gravitating back to Art Deco, but it wasn't until the 1980s that the Art Deco revival really took off. Think about it. People were excited about technology. American optimism was trending, and ostentatious luxury was back in fashion. The famous show Miami Vice featured a newly renovated 1937 Park Central hotel, which was emblematic of the Art Deco aesthetic. The 80s version of Art Deco was in full swing, for better or for worse. Today, Art Deco has been showing up in unexpected ways. The best examples of the Art Deco revival are those in which it's incorporated into an eclectic design scheme. Unlike earlier times, showcasing Art Deco isn't meant to make a grand statement like it once did. People enjoy the touch of glam you can achieve with it when mixing and matching. Ultimately, it embodies the mix of leisure, sleek shapes, and sophistication that our ever-evolving technological era can't get enough of. So, is Art Deco ever going anywhere? One thing's for sure, history tends to repeat itself.